Hello, everybody. This is one of John Elways' best performances in his career. Basically, what happened is the Broncos were in a pickle at Cleveland Municipal Stadium in the AFC Championship game in 1986. Elway came of age in this game basically by pulling it out, fighting the odds against Cleveland's good defense in the mud in that crappy old stadium that they had back then in '86. Mark Mosley had the kickoff there, bounced sideways. The Browns fans were very happy because they thought they might go for the Super Bowl for the first time ever, which this time was Super Bowl 21, which we've gone very far since then. Broncos just won Super Bowl 50 for reference. Gene Lake fell on the ball and looks like he hurt his calf at this time, going back for the ball. It's bouncing sideways in the mud. It went everywhere, and he basically didn't want to fumble, so he took the ball there at the 2-yard line. Elway said Bishop, one of the linemen, said, "Hey, we're at the lucky 2-yard line. Let's go get it." They basically got the job done from here. Started off pretty simple. Elway back to pass. He throws a swing pass over to Sammy Weiner for about 7 yards, just to get out of the shadow of the goalpost there. Second down at the 7-yard line. Little toss sweep to Sammy Weiner that went nowhere. They still ran the ball because they figured that, hey, we only need first downs. We don't need to score on the first play or get 30 and 40-yard chunks, which lends to turnovers over the years. As I've seen many a game where at the end the quarterback tries to be a hero, he throws a pick on a 30 or 40-yard pass. It's pretty dumb, actually, when they do that. So that's why Elway stayed in control here, just like Tom Brady does. Peyton Manning before this year did, and Rodgers and other greats. 3rd and 2. Elway does an inside handoff to Sammy Winder. Looks like he has the first down. This is before the yellow line, the 1st and 10 line that I think ESPN invented maybe 15 years ago, where it's superimposed on the ground. It's nice to see. It makes it easier to find out the first down. But back then, you just got old bare bones, nothing there. You had to find out the first down from the sticks, which they're coming in to measure, which obviously the Broncos get. Another couple of quotes on this is fun facts. Back in 1994, John Madden invented the scoreboard that's up on the corner now, or across the middle. They didn't have that back at this time to keep the score. People didn't know. They actually had to watch the game to figure out the score, not just change the channel. Oh, there it is. Patriots 24, Buffalo Bills 10. You just see it on the screen by not even thinking about it. Anyways, at about the 12-yard line, Elway has the ball. Does another handoff to Winder for about 3-yard line. I know people don't talk about Elway getting to the 5 Super Bowls. At least some people overlook that they got killed in the other 3. His lead running back was Sammy Winder. I mean, come on. Really? Sammy 500, 700 yards Winder? Nothing special on a season. Okay, back to the action. Elway back to pass. Scrambles off to the left for about 12 or 13 yards. Nice play by Elway to buy some time. But getting back to the talent on this team, Vance Johnson and Mark Jackson as your 2 receivers. I mean, they're okay players. I don't even know if they'd play in the league now. I think Mark Jackson could, but who knows? 45 catches a year was good. Steve Watson was a decent receiver. I like him. I think he'd still play, but talent is thin, basically. Elway with a quick play fake, throws over the middle, bullet to Steve Sewell out of the backfield. First little guy would get his 300 yards rushing, 300 yards receiving. One of those kind of guys. So good play here to get to the 48-yard line of the Broncos. 2:21, 2:20 left. Elway in the center. He takes a 5-step drop, throws over to the right on kind of like a down and out pattern, and gets Steve Watson first down at about the 40-yard line. Another huge play. 2-minute warning, walking off. Elway going to confer with Dan Reeves. What needs to be done to continue the drive on. Now back to action. Another almost play fake, and Elway tries to throw it deep, but he doesn't have anybody there. Vance Johnson. The Cleveland guy slipped on the sideline paper or whatever it was. Now, it's a big play. Schottenheimer for the Browns. Mike Schottenheimer was a good coach, a bad playoff coach. Elway takes 5 steps, tries to step up, and he gets sacked. And now the Browns are thinking, wow, it's 3rd and 18. We have a chance to win this game. All we got to do is get this stop. And then 4th down, who knows what they would have done. They probably would have went for it, but still 4th and 12 would have been almost impossible to get. But this is another one of Elway's great plays in his career. And same with Mark Jackson, doing a wonderful job to get open. 3rd and 18. And Dick Enberg and Merle Olsen describing this game. Enberg's an awesome announcer, one of my favorite lead guys that's ever announced a game. Merle Olsen, good colorman. Unfortunately, he passed away last 5 years or so. Great way he came off, that he was nice and calm and just classy guy, the way he always was. I just like that. God rest his soul. Maybe Phil Simms could have learned something from him, because Phil Simms is not a good color guy at all. Okay, so 48-yard line. Ball tips off of the hip of Steve Watson. Elway steps up, throws a bullet where I just think Mark Jackson went around and curled, maybe a skinny post, down and into the middle. Gets that first down. They're all hyper, which is great. And 1:30, 1:29 left. Clock is ticking. They still know that they're going to get a touchdown, but they're in good shape still. Elway takes a 3-step drop, throws it away, basically. I'm not sure if back then you could spike the ball. It was a little different. Maybe you could. There was a time I remember you used to have to hike the ball and throw it out of bounds. You couldn't spike the ball. It would be intentional grounding. Serious. This in 70s and early 80s. I know for a fact. It was kind of weird. Then eventually let the quarterback spike the ball. Well, took a timeout here. 27-yard line. Here's the play again. The big play that went off Steve Watson's hip. Elway was grateful to catch it. Stepped up and threw a rocket to Mark Jackson. Wonderful play. Those two plays to him and to Sewell earlier took up at least 35 yards. So Elway looks to the 20. There's a little dump off to Sewell. Another big play for him. And he gets about 10, 15, 16 yards on that play. That was huge. Nice screen pass there. Good call. As time's ticking, 105, 104. Elway hurries up everybody to the huddle. 56 seconds. Hiked. He throws into the corner. Steve Watson looks like he caught the ball, but he was out of bounds. So now it's second down and 10. At the 14-yard line, in motion is Steve Watson. Elway takes the shotgun, and he points to his lineman that he wants to run. He goes to the right to about the 5 or 6 yard line. Hook slide into second. I think Elway had, prior to playing for the Broncos in 1983, he was drafted by the New York Yankees and played one season of minor league ball. Not like a summer season. Look at this. Elway sliding, which was cool. Remember in the Super Bowl in 1997 against Green Bay, he just stuck his head in there and he helicoptered around. So, but he knew then that he had to win in 97. Back then, he was still a young guy. They could let me preserve myself. But okay, it was still good play. Now, Mark Jackson in motion comes in, goes down and in. Elway throws a bullet at him to catch for a touchdown pass to 1 point away from tying the game. It was huge play. Jackson shouldn't have spiked that ball away. Probably wanted to keep it for a special moment, but he did get it. Someone gave it to him, which was all good. Now they have Rich Carlos with the barefoot. Guy I never liked it. It was shaky. Always scared me. But this time, the old extra point at 20 yards, he got the job done, as you can see here. And this is good. The game goes to overtime. Unfortunately, I don't have that portion of it. As we know, the Broncos won 23-20. Nice pass to Steve Watson, 20 yards or so. Elway set it up. All right. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great night.